Well, hello there and welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuk with Queen Bee Creations. You can see the fabric that I have out here. So we're actually doing something with fabric. And for those of you that know me, we're going to do a little sewing, which means I'm being kind of adventuresome with that because I'm not much of a sewer. But here's a good thing about this is it's all straight lines and it's just short little straight lines. So I can do that. I can do that. So there's no fancy curves or anything. So if you're not a great sewer and you get big noise from the front and I'm on my own. So if you are not a great sewer, no worries because it doesn't take major sewing skills. But as much as some things that I do, you could get away with gluing, I kind of think these are best sewn. So check it out. I don't think it's tough at all, but they're really super cute. And I think that these are awesome as we're going to do a set of 4. So awesome as a little gift, awesome as, doing a set of 4 and just selling them at markets, super cute. I'm going to do Christmas versions of them because we're going into the Christmas season. So that's perfect for my shop. But you can do this with just regular day-to-day colors, whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but not seasonal. Colors that you could use every day that they don't have, Christmas holly on them or something. But you can also do them for every other seasonal holiday. So they're very versatile for you to be able to have at whatever market or in your shop on an ongoing basis, or to have made up a bunch of them and have them ready as cute little hostess gifts. So to start, you can do this all with one color fabric. You can do it with 2 contrasting fabrics. You could do 3 contrasting fabrics. You'll get the idea as we get into it. I kind of like the idea of it, but really what we're going to do is we're going to cut 4-inch squares. So for one coaster, you are going to need 5 4-inch squares, which means for one set of 4 coasters, you're going to need 4 times 5, which is 20. I can do that math. That's easy math. So you're going to need 20 squares for it. Now, because I'm doing this one a little contrasting and I don't have a lot of this, oh, maybe I have more fabric than I thought that I did. Oh, it's very lightweight. It fooled me because I kind of like this on the top and this on the bottom, but you can contrast it. So, all right, I'm going to have to figure that one out. This one, I'm going to do 2 sets because, by the time that I break out the sewing machine, which always seems like such a big deal to me, I'm really not a sewer. So it seems like such a big deal and such an adventure. I might as well do 2. So this one, I was thinking that I'll do this as the bottom, which means I just need 4 4-inch squares of this. And I'm going to do both of these colors on the top because I want to give you an idea of the contrast, right? So how you could do this. So I'm going to do each of these, which means I need 4 squares for each. So I need 16. And because I'm doing 2 colors, I need 8 of this, 8 of this, 4 of this, right? Math makes sense. So that 8 plus 8 for the tops is going to be my 16. And then I need my 4 bottoms, right? This one, I can't decide which one would be the top and which one would be the bottom. I don't know. This is thinner. Okay, I'm thinking this is on the bottom, this is on the top. Maybe I'll do some with I kind of like the contrast. Oh, see, here I go. I'm going to do this on the bottom and I'm going to contrast it with this so that, again, I have the mixed top. Oh, the decisions. All right, so all I need to do is to get these cut. And okay, you know me, I'm always looking for the easy way out of things. And I like to, glasses time. I like to do it as easy as possible. So I am going to use a rotary cutter. You can just use scissors if you'd like, but I'm gonna do a rotary cutter. I'm just following the lines on my this to kind of even them out. Did I line? And of course I didn't line it up with a measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, line this up. So easy. Okay. At least I know my fabric will be nice and straight before I actually start my sewing, because my sewing is no guarantee of being straight. Just saying. All right, so this is not even. So let me even off my ends. You gotta love these rotary cutters, I tell you. Just keep your fingers out of the way, because these babies are sharp. Well, okay, they're sharp when they're new, right? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and that gave me 4. Yes. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm just going to continue cutting because this is not exciting. And then we'll come back and I'll start to show you how we need to assemble them before we ever even get to the sewing part of things. So really, sewing machine, fabric, something to cut with, and an iron. An iron is going to be really important for this. I don't like ironing either, but this is baby ironing. I'll be okay. This next part, dead easy. We're just ironing. So you want to have 4 of your backing colors, okay? So you need 4 that are just going to be flat. So iron those flat. The other pieces you want to fold in half. So rather than a 4x4 square, you now have a 2x4 rectangle. Now, because this one has gold stars that I don't want to melt with my iron, I'm putting a piece of parchment paper over. So we just want to have these rectangles. And what we in essence have is we have a fold, and then we have 2 raw edges together, right? Good side out, and that's it. Do all your ironing, and then I'm going to pull you back in overhead for when we do the piecing and we get them all organized. Because if there's any tricky part, that's it. It's not that tricky, but you're going to want to see. Okay. The next step before we start any sewing is we want to pin our pieces together. So we're going to take one of our bottom pieces face up, so you can see bad side down. We're going to take one of our folded pieces, and this becomes important. We're always going to put that open edge to the outside so that the folded piece stays in, so that when we sew them, all those rough edges are going to be sewn together. So we're going to take our next piece, lay it over top. Now because I'm doing 2 tones, I'm alternating. So here, we're laying over top again. This last one, I'm going to lay over top and tuck it under. So this becomes our woven square. And I just want to make sure now that I've got all those pieces of fabric together that I just pin them so that they're nice and flush And then when I go to sew them, they don't all fall apart on me, right? So I'm just gonna use 4 pins, 1 for each corner to hold them together. And just kind of scoot them in so that they lay nice and tight. So, you know, our edges are kind of together here. And that's one done. So I am going to actually pin all of them together. So I have these ones, and then these ones. So I've got 2 groups of 4. I'm gonna get them all pinned together so that when I go to sew them, I'm doing all the sewing all at once. Much more efficient. Once they're pinned, all you wanna do is sew, and you're just gonna sew completely around the entire circumference. Well, it's not round, so it can't be circumference, around the outside. So you want all 4 sides to be sewn together. Once you have them all sewn together, they will actually have an opening here. And what we want to do is we want to turn them right side out. So you can see where having that bottom piece facing upward means that we now are able to invert this, and it's all going to be the right way round. So once we have it turned completely around, we're going to want to press it again. We're going to want to iron it again, just so that we get all of those edges nice and squared off. This is our little coaster. You can take a little bit of like scissors to kind of poke out your corners a bit, or you know what, I'm going to use the end of a paintbrush so that I don't poke through any of my fabric. Just get them square, a little bit more square, and then just iron them flat. So there you go. Super cute, fun little coasters, and super easy. Now you can, I did these themed for Christmas, but you don't have to. You could theme them for anything, any kind of holiday or season, or do them completely unthemed so that they're just part of the decor. The other thing that's cool about these is that, let's say you're having a cocktail party. You can easily fit them onto, because they've got the opening in the center. You can fit them onto a wine glass. So people that are walking around and then they go to put their wine glass down are never having to look for a coaster. They're just automatically on there. They store easily. They make cute little gifts. You know, do up a little bundle of the 4, tie them with a red ribbon, maybe a little, you know, for Christmas, a little pine cone or acorn, or just a little sprig of greenery, little piece of lavender. I mean, whatever works with however you're doing them. But just a nice, cute little hostess gift, stocking stuffer, you know, little gift for any time. Use them yourself. Hope you like this one, guys. It really is pretty easy. It's just a case of make sure that you always have your good edges out and your rough edges to the edges that are going to get sewn. That's the most complicated part. Not a big deal. Let me know what you think. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And until then, take care.